What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. Today is a Tuesday, and today is our first day off from the store. It's our first day of the weekend here. Abby is currently hanging out with her friend Christina. They went to Olive Garden, and my sister is actually gone right now. She went to Target to grab some baby wipes and stuff, and so I decided to set up back here in the game room. I got my filming lights on. What do you guys think I'm doing? I just filmed a pickup video, so it's not that, but I've got some stuff going on right here. No big deal. I just use cardboard boxes to hold my computer up. But I actually wrote a short script and just filmed all of the on-camera stuff and all the voiceover for the rare but cheap GameCube games video that I was talking about a little while ago. So I decided to go with a list of just 10 games. There's obviously more than that, but once you get too big of a list, you kind of get into the uncommon territory, not necessarily rare. Not that every single game I talk about is, incredibly rare, but I didn't want to make it too long, and I want it to be a little bit more informative than just saying, here's 10 games that are rare, go find them. I wanted it to have some more substance to the video, so I did write a script. It's going to be a short video either way. I'm not going in depth about the games. I'm not talking about what the gameplay is or anything like that. Because the video is not really about that. It's not like a hidden gems type video. It's not even, it's not even about games that are necessarily any good, but it's more of a collecting helpful type video, which I talked about before when I asked if you guys would be interested in that type of video. Everyone said, everyone said that they were interested in it, and I really wanted to do it, so I had some time today and I decided why not do it. So I got that part done. I just need to edit everything together now. I had considered getting gameplay to show of all the games, but then I kind of decided against doing that because the amount of time that I'm talking about each game is 15 seconds or something like that, so it doesn't really make sense to go through the trouble to get gameplay footage. Instead, I'll just show the cover artwork or something like that. Like I said, it's not a video about the gameplay, it's a video about the rarity, and it is hopefully an informative video to help out collectors. And I say it in that video as well, which you guys will hopefully see soon. It shouldn't take me too long to get it edited, but my intention with this video is, of course, not to raise prices on anything. And I said it in the video, so you'll see it then, but I'm going to say it now as well, just because people like to be dumb about things sometimes. But I do not own all the games that I'm talking about. If I did, I could kind of see how you might say, oh, now that you have them all, you're trying to raise the prices or whatever, even though that still wouldn't be my intention. But I don't have all the games I'm talking about. So if I was trying to raise prices, it would be kind of dumb to do that before I get them all, because I would just be making it so I personally have to pay more for them. So I hope you guys understand that's not my intention at all. The purpose for this video is to talk about games that, and this is purely a collector type video. This is not a gamer type video. If you're only interested in playing games, you're not going to want this video. It's not for you. It's only for collectors. It's to just be informative and help people realize that not all the expensive games are the rare ones, and there are plenty of cheap games that are even more rare than the expensive ones. Just one example, that game that I got yesterday, Groove Rider, that is on the list here, and that game will sell on average, I think 2 to 3 copies a month on eBay. But if you look at something like Gotcha Force, it sells way more than 2 copies a month. And that's not that's not just, well, there it is, that Groove Rider's more rare. It's not as black and white as that. You have to take into account that the games are changing hands, so the same game might sell more than once, something like that. And obviously, more people are looking for Gotcha Force than for Groove Rider. So I'm not saying that, just because one sells more often means it's less rare. That's not the case always, but it does go to show that, a game like Gotcha Force or Cubivore or Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem is not a rare game for the GameCube. It is an expensive game for sure, but it's not as rare as Groove Rider. And that doesn't really mean anything, except not all rare games are expensive. So I hope that comes across in the video. I hope you guys find it very informative and helpful. That is my only goal with this video, is to be helpful and just let you guys know which games to kind of keep your eye out for. If you're collecting, if you're going for a full GameCube set, something like that. And I plan on doing videos in this series for other consoles as well. The only ones that I am like super familiar with are GameCube and N64. So aside from that, I'll have to do a little bit more research, get some input from some other collectors and stuff. But I will probably ask for that type of help when the time comes. So I think I might head to the Goodwill outlet for a little bit today. Not really planning on finding too much, but I just don't really have anything else planned other than working on this video. So I'm going to head to the outlet, see if I can find anything cool. And those are pretty much my only plans for today. As you can probably tell, Abby and I decided not to take our little trip that we had planned. It was snowing a little bit early this morning, not enough to stick or anything. It's sunny now, but where we were going to be staying, it would be snowing, and we don't feel like it's the safest time for us to go. Just the two of us alone, like, it wouldn't be good. We would, something could happen, or we could get stuck up there in the snow, and what are we going to do at that point? So we decided not to go. I guess when Abby canceled, there is a cancellation fee, of course, but the place gave us like a coupon code or something for like a free night, which is kind of cool. So when we do go, which we are going to do at some point, but when we do go up there, we get a free night, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna head to the outlet now, and hopefully we can find some cool stuff. It's a pretty nice find. Leaving the outlet right now, and I think I did pretty dang good, guys. This box is empty. This box is full. My cart's full. I got a ton of stuff. Probably not gonna be able to show you every single thing. It's mostly toys today, but I'm not complaining about that. So hopefully you guys can see me at least somewhat well. I still have all this stuff in my trunk here from last week when I went thrifting with my friend Kevin. So I'm gonna try to make a little bit of room here, but I got a ton of stuff. All right. So first up here, got a Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver strategy guide. That was 39 cents. Got one game, Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock for PS3. It's about an $8 game, and it's like $2.39 or whatever. I think she charged me for a CD actually, so it was like $1.29. I got, if I could get out of the box, I got Snake Mountain, which you can't really see it, but it is Snake Mountain from Masters of the Universe. I also got Castle Grayskull, and I got some figures, and I got a ton of extra pieces and the weapon racks and everything. Component cable for the Wii third party. Wired Xbox 360 controller. Oh, I spent a total of like $56. There's my Sprite that I bought earlier. Put that in my pocket. Got, you can't really see it, but it's a sewing machine pedal. This is a really good one. The brand is like Husqvarna or something. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I sold a few of them before. This should be like 30 bucks. I got a Disney Infinity Pad, a Casio battery charger. I got a couple Fitbits with the bands. You saw me pick up a bunch of these little things. I usually just put those in lots. I got an iPod Classic, I believe. Got a Wii remote. Here's my Fitbits. I got that Super Mario Bros. 3 Mario Advance 4 that I showed you guys. And then this is kind of stuff I'm not gonna be able to show. I got a ton of like Skylanders and a couple Disney Infinity figures and a bunch of dollar toys. So I'm just gonna kind of throw everything in the back here. Luckily, she let me do the Skylanders as electronics, so those are only 69 cents a pound. Got a Pikachu plush, a Shy Guy plush, a Jack Skellington plush, a Pikachu pillow plush, another Pikachu plush. This is really cool. This is a Mask Thunderbird car made by Kenner from 1985. I looked this up and they're selling for like 40 bucks, which is awesome. Here's the first part of Castle Grayskull. It's kind of separated. Got Stridor, can't really see. Got a couple loose pop figures for the dollar bin. A Yoshi plush. A Creeper plush from Minecraft. I got a few blank VHS tapes that are sealed. A Vulpix plush from Burger King, I think it was. A little Mario plush. A Care Bear plush. A Velociraptor from Jurassic World. More pieces of Castle Grayskull and other stuff. I just got a bunch of dollar figures. Here's a Harley Quinn, just for the dollar bin. A Suikin plush. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's like a chibi version. There was another plush. Battle Cat. Cowdelka plush. Turtles and Powerpuff Girls VHS. Darth Vader plush. It's a He-Man figure. You kind of catch them in the light. Got another one of these guys. I've sold one of these in the store before. It's like a Japanese Sega plush. Gollum plush with the tag. Empty cases for Ridge Racer 5, and there's a case for Enchanted Arms in here for $360. The lid to the Turtles van. But yeah, other than that, there's just a massive box of dollar toys here. Some not dollar toys. Here's the other Battle Cat, the purple one. There's like some Legos. There's a Homer Simpson. There's some like Pokemon McDonald's toys. There's like a Club Penguin keychain. There's a Seven Dwarf figure. Mario, Rafiki, just a bunch of stuff. Got this Shrek. I was gonna look him up and I forgot. But yeah, lots of stuff today. So it's freezing. So I'm going to get all this stuff loaded up. I can't fit any more in my trunk here. I'm gonna put it in the boxes, put it in the back seat, and then I'm gonna go home. So now that I'm in the car and you guys can actually see me, I'll tell you guys a little bit more about my trip to the outlet today. So all the He-Man stuff, there is a regular here at the outlet. Her name's Lorna. She's very nice. And she came up to me and she's like, hey, I've, look through these bins carefully because I just found all this He-Man stuff. And then she had the Castle Grayskull and the Snake Mountain, and she had some of the figures and all sorts of extra pieces. She had the Turtles lid to the van. And I was like, do you want to sell it? And she's like, yeah, well, what do you want to pay for it? And so she grabbed an extra cart, because her cart was full of it, so she grabbed an extra cart so I could sort through it, see what's there. I made her an offer of $40, and she accepted that. I still had to pay for it. I was only paying her $40 to let me buy them, basically. But that kind of stuff happens at the outlet a lot. If somebody finds something that you want, you better make an offer if you want to get it. So I gave her $40 for them, and then, like I said, I spent $56 total. I don't know what percentage of that was on the He-Man stuff, of course, but it was probably the bulk of what I got today. So let's just say I spent like, $60 or $70 on it. The last time we had Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull at the store, I believe we sold them for a total of like $70 or $80. So right there is my money back, probably a little bit of profit. And then we have both Battle Cats with their armor. There's 4 figures, I think. No like really special ones. And then everything else I bought today. That iPod, if it works, is going to be a pretty good score. The Fitbits, hopefully those are decent. I don't really know too much about Fitbits. Abby has had 2 different ones now, so she'll probably be the one to test them, and she'll tell me like which versions they are and everything. But those should do pretty well as well on eBay. Got a bunch of Legos, couple minifigs. Those just kind of get saved up. Yeah, lots of toys for the dollar bin, and lots of plushies too, which I was pretty happy about. A couple I had to throw back because they were stained, but nothing too sad, basically. Like no Koopa Troopa plush that had a stain that I had to throw back. It was like a My Little Pony plush and something else. So yeah, did really, really well today. My trunk is completely full, and I've got 2 boxes in the back now of stuff. But yeah, it was cool finding that Game Boy Advance game. That doesn't really happen super often. But Lorna, the regular from here, she has not been to the store yet, but she tells me every time I see her that she needs to come in because she has multiple boxes of video games, like older stuff, systems, controllers, cables, games, stuff that she's found here at the bins for who knows how long she's been saving it. She said that she's an eBay seller. She said that she sells like SPs and stuff like that because she can quickly test them. She doesn't really know how to test like an NES, and so she's like, I haven't even tried them. So at some point, hopefully, she'll be bringing some stuff into the store. And there's another guy here. He's primarily a bookseller. He does Amazon, but he also has stuff that he needs to bring into the store. And he said the same thing, like, oh, I need to get to your store. I've got a bunch of stuff. He tries to sell complete systems, like console, controller, cables, you know, but he said that he has like a bunch of mismatched pieces. So he's got like a whole box of cables, a whole box of controllers, and a whole box of systems, but he can't like complete anything. So we'll see what happens. Of course, you guys will see it if they do decide to bring them in, but I'm excited about that. And David, I had a couple CDs I thought David might be interested in, so I texted him a photo, and I was holding them in front of my cart, and so you could clearly see all the He-Man stuff in the background, and I was like, hey, do you want these CDs? And he's like, no, what's all that He-Man stuff? And I was like, oh, ... nothing. So he's interested, of course, as always. So he's hopefully going to come by the store Thursday morning to go through everything, and he can help me identify the pieces, because there's a lot of random stuff. There's like ladders and weapon racks, and there's like a couple weapons by themselves and some armor for some of the characters and different stuff. So this is a really, really awesome stop here. Sorry for rambling so long, but I have not had a toy score like this from the outlet in such a long time. It was about 30 pounds of toys. So I decided to stop at Legendary Games on my way home because their store is pretty close to the outlet. They are the other retro game store in Vancouver. Picked up a couple things. Got a couple of these Game Boy Advance to GameCube link cables. I can't keep these in stock on Amazon. I sell them for 30 bucks, which is way more than they're worth. So I paid 10 bucks each. And then I picked up one game for the store, actually. I got a copy of Fishing Resort for the Wii. $12.99. I told him. I even went in there and I was like, this is a $50 game. He still sold it to me for the $12.99, which is cool, but this is a $50 game. Then I got one game for my GameCube collection. I picked up FIFA Street. They had it priced at $15, but he gave it to me for $10, which was super awesome. And they had a couple other games that I was interested in, but they didn't have manuals, unfortunately. One of them was FIFA Street 2, which didn't have a manual, like I said. And then one of them is actually one of the games that I talked about in my rare but cheap GameCube games video, which I filmed this morning, which you guys have not seen yet. But it was, I think it's MLS Extra Time 2002 for the GameCube. It's like a $10 game or whatever, and they had a copy but no manual. So I grabbed those. I also went to Pizza Hut, which is right next door, got a couple pizzas for Abby and myself and also my sister, and went to Dollar Tree as well, grabbed a thing of Shasta Cola, and now it's time to head home. It is 9:04 p.m., guys. Let's get home. It's the next day now, guys, and Abby's sleeping right now, but I don't have an outro for the vlog, which I'm about to edit, so I wanted to do one here. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.